Hi everyone and welcome back. This is the kitchen herb garden. I don't even think I did a single solitary video from over here this entire season, but this is what I've been working on. So just want to tell you what I'm trying this year. Okay, where do I start? One, let me start off by saying this. I'm noticing some of my marigolds, like the actual plants dying. I don't know, we might be getting an early fall. That's just what I think. Okay, so I cleaned this all out right here, added some more soil, and I'm actually dropping, we'll just use this as an example, but I'm pretty sure I didn't put this in there. Some basil seeds, the ones that are really dry inside. I'm gonna let them do the cold stratification over the rest of the season, all through winter, and hopefully it comes up next spring. So that I am doing. And I was in here collecting some of my sage seeds, as you can very well see. This is bachelor buttons. I always called them Benjamin buttons. Look at all the seeds on there. So I'm not going to touch them right this split second because I'm going to need me a baggie to put all those seeds in. I was picking off some dead sunflower, some dead marigolds, so I can save the seeds from that. This took forever, but you see what this is right here, which I'm going to end up as soon as I clean up this kitchen herb garden. This is a garlic chive, which I tried multiple times to get it to grow. And a little plant started over at my other garden, so I moved it just to here as an emergency, but it's going to end up probably going. This is where I know, look at this. It's a hot mess going on in this kitchen herb garden right now. So this is where my regular chives are. So as soon as I can get in here, maybe that spot right there, I might move that garlic chive. So it'll be regular chives, garlic chives. Okay, so I did cut some sage, but as you can see, my sage plant is enormous. So let me see if I can sit you down. I'm going to bend you down a little bit. I want to show you this. Okay. You see? Which one is this? What do I want to say? Calendula. Okay, well anyway, I can't think of the name of this plant right at this split second. I got herbs on the brain. Here are ones that have turned into seeds. Okay, so this had a basil in here. I cleaned everything out of it, and I dropped some of, see, this is all dried seed. So I'm going to try to save some without losing it, because now more just fell in here. But this is exactly what I planted in here for next year. So yeah, trying to kill two birds with one stone. So that one block that I showed you as soon as I started this video, and hi everyone, hope you're well, that I did dried marigolds, so that can stratify over wintertime. Calendula, I think this is calendula. That's what I planted there, and now I have all these seeds that I can save, thank goodness. And then, okay, probably didn't post it, but my medicinal garden, I needed one more thing and I completely forgot to show you my St. John's wort, which I think this might be calendula here starting. Sorry about the truck noise you're going to hear in a second. But this was burnt to a crisp. I just cut off all the ends. Here's new growth. You can see where the burnt pieces were. It's just stems. I'm trimming that off. I'm going to put this on the medicinal side. So back to this mess of a garden. So calendula seeds I planted there, and the first slot I planted marigold seeds for the stratification over winter. This is a cinder block garden that I made as soon as I got here last year. And it's really out of control right now. Really out of control. So many seeds to collect. Thai basil, lemon basil. Oh my gosh, there's so much basil, but the bees are loving it. So I have to get in here. I never even gave you a tour of what I did with the side garden that I grew all those extra tomatoes and peppers last year. If you're new to the channel, you can go back and take a look at that. I'm pretty sure that's in multiples of my videos. But yeah, so I'm trying to seed collect, and I'm trying to get some of the herbs that I want. I did do a video of my herb barrels. Let me pause you for a second. Okay, I did hit you on pause, figuring my neighbor, whoever's over there with the diesel truck, would have pulled out by now, but they did not. I'll just pause you as soon as I know they're going to move, because diesel trucks are loud. Birds drop sunflowers. Look at this, enormous. Goes all the way up past the roof. Sunflower, a big one that's just now hanging over. So this is the cinder block garden that I did. It is the build. It is on my channel, and that was to show you that you could build a garden out of cinder blocks for fairly cheap. Now let me see what I just spotted. You see what I see? This is a baby marigold, so seeds fell, and it's trying to create another plant. Same with right here as well. So that's what I mean. Here comes the truck. Hold on. Okay, it went the opposite way, thank goodness. Okay, so baby marigold, and I'm gonna raise you up just a hair. Actually put you down a hair, sorry folks. Inexpensive build, but this is a baby marigold. I guess when I got so busy, it was so hot here. Here's just a wad full of marigolds, I guess dead ones I was picking off when they were sitting there. And now I have new marigolds trying to grow. So yes, that will die off in the winter time. Moral of my story is seed save. I'm plucking off marigold seeds, the real done ones, to save the seeds. The ones that look really good like this, I'm cutting off and using it in a tea blend. So, but this is what I noticed when I came out here today. A lot of marigolds here are looking like this. So I worked, this is all on the same day. I worked on getting 2 of my herb barrels done. Harvest almost everything I want out of it except for the oregano, because that's now near the chicken coops. I have new chickens, officially 16 weeks old, and natural herbs are natural medicines to them, so we're going to share. I'll have herbs and they'll have herbs. But in the meantime, I am out here trying to save seeds. So Red Silo Homestead, I love y'all. I'm going to have to go in and get some baggies and a marker and bring it out, because I want to write the porcupine calendula on there, marigolds, any basil seeds, or I'm pretty sure this, here comes the gust of wind. This one is either Thai basil. I also have holy basil in here, but I mean, it's embarrassing. It looks a mess, but this is real life. You know, we've been in 109-degree weather since before summer even started, so it's a little hard to get some things done. You try to go for the food over the herbs, but I'm an herb person, and I don't want the weather to get it before I can get what I need. This one here may be, let me rub a leaf. I'm trying to figure out, this might be the holy basil or it might be lemon basil. Okay, I'm not smelling a huge pungent scent of lemon. That one I did. Let me see, let me rub it again. Okay, it's iffy. This could be the lemon one, but you see all the seeds here? I am going to cut the seeds off, put them in a baggie, and I also want to save some of this as well as the Thai basil. Even though I've never really learned how to cook with Thai basil, I'm going to just be honest here, because I would be a total fake phony if I didn't keep it real on this channel. I mainly grow this because of that. Can you see the bees? These purple flowers, I let it go to seeds. The bees, the pollinators love it, and I try to get what I want and make sure that the bees and the birds have what they want. I think that's only fair, considering, I mean, look how much I'm sharing with the birds. Have you ever? Look at the size of it, and it's in a whiskey barrel. It's insane, but beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They're my favorite sunflowers this year. So yeah, I wanted to give a big shout out to Red Silo Homestead for all the baggies and the seed saving stuff because I'm annoying their OCDism. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, I need to go in. I need to get baggies for the marigolds. I want to save multiple colors. Like these are the yellow ones here. I want to get a lot of these. Why do I feel like you're up too high? I want to get a lot of these marigolds here because they are gorgeous. Plus, maybe if I pick these, well, not maybe, it will. It'll probably produce some more marigolds because that's what it's doing in my other garden. But I'm using this for seeds for next year. I think this is a gorgeous color marigold. Can you see this? Look at the color on that. Gorgeous. I'll put you closer. Doesn't look the best, but that's life. But it's very, very pretty. So I guess the next two videos you're going to see me harvesting herbs, and then you may see the kitchen herb garden because this is like real life. But I have a lot to do out here, and I'm afraid of losing any of my herbs due to weather. I think that's just careless. And this is how you can save seeds, is by letting some of your stuff go to seed, whether intentional or not intentional, and then make sure they're thoroughly dry, and then you can have them for next year. So for right now, I'm going to sit my marigolds down. Okay, so I think that this is either holy basil or lemon basil, not 1000%. Still have some beautiful flowers. I'm going to clip off some of these. I'm going to get these for the seeds. And I have lots of sage I want to cut back because it started growing out of, just look, my friends, coriander seeds. I don't know if this is any good now because we got wind. There might be some seeds on this, but not many. I left this in here to do exactly what I wanted to do, go to seed, but I think it may have blown a lot of them off. It's dill, right? Or cilantro that turns into coriander. One or the other. That blew all off. And something back there has a buku amount of seeds. I think that's a weed. But there's more right here. If you run out of dill as you're pickling things, you can also put some of this in your jar. That will work. Back there is thyme. There's rosemary in here. There's a big weed back there. Borage. I want to take off the flowers. And I'm probably going to drop more borage over there. But look at this marigold bush. Gorgeous. And this is my other plant of chives. I took one plant and split it into two that I already had the one for a really, really long time. And you can also make more additional plants for yourself. Trying to grab that. So I took one of my Sophia, my Sophia up there, chives, and turned it into two plants for this season. I did get a lot of chives. They're actually sitting on a cookie sheet waiting for me. Just so much to do, you know how that goes. But this is a hot mess out here. I figured I would show you the hot mess and collect some seeds and talk about, oh my goodness. Hold on, friends. That is Miss Trinity with all that barking, folks. Sorry about that. Just from a woman walking her dog down the street. Right, Trin? You're the noisy one, aren't you? Oh, she's going to sit there and look all innocent. My two are up there, but we keep it real here. We have dogs. They're going to bark. I may have to hit the pause button sometimes. And Marlene, shout out to Marlene. Yeah, I have two Yorkies. I know what that life is all about. I don't know if you can see them up there. Coco, Sophie. There's Coco Chanel and Sophia Loren. There she is. The little one is the one that has the backwards sneeze. But anyway. Okay. So I do need to go in. I need to get baggies. But I wanted to kind of give you a tour of what all I have going on in this kitchen herb garden and collect marigolds. Because if you know, marigolds prevent a lot of diseases. They help with tomato plants. Oop, bees are buzzing. I'm disturbing them. Plus Plus they're just gorgeous as well. So last year this was like neat, tidy. And this year, let me stand back. It is just nuts. I have a sunflower stem from another sunflower from a bird dropping a seed that I got to pull out. But this is what I'm dealing with, my friends. This is my kitchen herb garden, which is a big, fat, hot mess. But that's okay. Maybe I will bring you back when I get it all cleaned up and show you what kind of a job I did. But if I don't go get baggies and a marker now, I'm going to end up screwing up saving my seeds. So what's the moral of my story here? A couple things. Cinder block garden, very inexpensive if you need to have a spot to grow food, or maybe you want to do a kitchen herb garden. Cinder blocks, maybe 12 cinder blocks at the time, $1, if that. I just chose to do it as a kitchen herb garden for different herbs, but just lots of different, like certain things weren't coming up, so I was putting more seed down. And yeah, that's why I have multiple calendulas. Borage, I had quite a few, but they eventually fall over when they get so big. And marigolds, lots and lots of different herbs. And I'm going to get this all cleaned up, save the seeds, and then I think I will bring you back. I'm not going to do it right this minute. I've already done a lot today, believe me. What I'm going to do is collect my seeds, and then I'm going to bring you back and show you what this will look like for fall cleanup. Okay, so stay tuned for a follow-up video on the kitchen herb garden, because it's a lot. It's a lot to do, and I'm really about the seeds. And I have to go over to the other garden that I spoke nothing about this year, because the raspberries are taken over. Here, you know what? Let's do this. Okay. This is my other garden over here. There's tomatoes. Sorry about the glare from the sun. There's peppers, but look at what the raspberry bush is doing. It's creeping its way all the way in my gardening spot. This is where the apple trees are right there. And this is another thing that is a total hot mess. Last year I winged it because I couldn't get help being a first-time newbie with raspberries. So obviously I think I might be right, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is one of the canes that would get cut, but I have to cut this back drastically. It's going into my other garden. I can't be having that. But look, I have tomatoes all in here that need to be picked, and my peppers are in here, which is going to be quite interesting on how I'm going to get in here to pick my peppers. Craziness. There's more tomatoes right there. This is my sad blueberries that got scorched to death. If anybody wants to send me a cutting of their blueberry bush or 2 separate blueberry bushes, obviously I would be eternally grateful, because my 2 are dead from being burnt to death. But this is tomato plants. This is my other garden that I barely could show this whole entire season. There's our new, for our wood burning stove up there. So yeah, I think what I learned is, I don't know, the ones that are whitish like that, you cut them back, and the ones that aren't, you leave. I don't know, just a bad setup here with this raspberry bush. But I didn't preserve any of the raspberries. We ate them all fresh. Every bit of it was all fresh. I didn't stock up any of these tomatoes, let them do their own thing. I have some split tomatoes because of the rain, but I have to get in here and I have to pick tomatoes and peppers. And this is all on the side with the, that's the mulch that I got for free. Apple trees. This is second year. Cortland apple, if anybody knows anything about it. So there's one right there. There's my other one right there. This hot mess. I'm going to save the seeds from this, and I'm going to get some of the seeds off of this. So remember, during this busy time, to try to save seeds. Right now I'm going to go back to the kitchen herb garden. I know it's hard. Let me go on this side so you can somewhat see, maybe, because it's so bright. Cinder blocks. There was also a trap that was put there because something was digging there. I have to remove that. And this is what it looks like. in its messiest time. So I'm going to keep it real here. I'm going to definitely bring you back and show you what this looks like when I clean it up. I feel like today is turning into herb day. I did my video for my 2 barrels, which are now over there, 1 and 1. They're there, they're out of the main garden, so that I can have some, chickens can have some, and I'm harvesting lots of herbs, so my dehydrator is going to be running around the clock. So I love you all. That is what I'm up to, and that's this kitchen herb garden, trying to save seeds and trying to harvest any of the herbs that I may possibly want from out of this and get this cleaned up. This may take a couple days, I don't know, but I don't really have a couple days, to be honest. And I'm going to plant some more of these around the property since I had the seed and save some. So I love you all. I hope that you are having a blessed, wonderful day, and wish me luck cleaning out this mess. But some of this mess is absolutely gorgeous. So like, subscribe, share, and I guess I'll catch you on the next video, everyone. All right, stay tuned for the cleanup for this, and probably Sunday night's live. I'll show you all the seeds that I end up saving and collecting, and trying to be a little bit more vigilant about saving my seeds. So there you have it. That's my video today. Love you all, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.